Let's visit each planet in our solar system and see how many moons each world has. Starting closest to the Sun is Mercury. Our visit here will be brief, since no moons orbit this hot, rocky world. It is extremely rare to find moons orbiting planets close to a star, because the stronger gravitational pull from the star makes any moon's orbit unstable. Over time, any potential moons would either be flung out of the planetary system or pulled into the star itself. Moving on from Mercury, we arrive at Venus. When it comes to moons, Venus shares the same fate as Mercury. No moons orbit this scorched, rocky world, likely due to its proximity to the Sun and the same destabilizing gravitational effects. So let's move along to the next planet, our home, Earth. Earth has our one faithful moon with the given name of Luna, which is Latin for moon. It is a relatively large moon compared to Earth, coming in as the 5th largest moon in our solar system, which is impressive next to the many moons surrounding the gas giant planets. The moon has a diameter of 3,474 kilometers, or 2,159 miles, which is not much smaller than the planet Mercury. Our moon formed approximately 4.5 billion years ago, shortly after the formation of Earth and the solar system as a whole. Most theories surrounding the formation of our moon suggest that a Mars-sized object collided with the young Earth. The debris from this collision eventually clumped together under the force of gravity, forming our moon. It is pretty amazing to be living at a time where humans are once again pushing toward visiting the moon. The success of the recent lunar flyby with the Artemis 2 mission was a great step toward human space exploration. The surface of the moon shows a history filled with impacts. These impacts stay on the surface mostly unchanged forever, since there is no weather to cause corrosion and no geological activity, like plate tectonics or volcanoes, to resurface the moon. The moon is tidally locked to Earth, which means it always shows the same face to our planet. Oddly enough, the moon is actually moving away from Earth at a rate of roughly 3.8 centimeters per year, or roughly 1.5 inches. This might not seem like much, but over the course of 100 years, that adds up to about 3.8 meters, or 12.5 feet. When you scale this up to thousands, millions, or billions of years, this distance becomes much greater. The moon orbits Earth once every 27.3 days. There is no shortage of interesting facts about our moon, but for now, let's move on to the next planet. Next up is the red planet, Mars. Mars has 2 small moons, called Phobos and Deimos. These moons were both discovered in 1877. Their names come from twins in Greek mythology, with Phobos representing fear and panic, and Deimos representing terror and dread, next to their father Ares, the Greek god of war, which is where Mars gets its name. Phobos orbits closer to Mars and completes one orbit every 7.66 hours. Phobos has a diameter of just 22.2 kilometers, or 13.3 miles. One standout feature on Phobos is a crater 10 kilometers, or 6 miles wide, which is nearly half the width of the moon itself. Phobos is gradually spiraling inward at a rate of 6 feet, or 1.8 meters every 100 years. Within 50 million years, Phobos will either crash into Mars or break up and form a ring around the planet. Deimos orbits Mars once every 30.35 hours. It has a diameter of 12.6 kilometers, or 7.8 miles. Like Phobos, Deimos shows the scars of many impacts throughout its lifetime. Both moons are tidally locked to Mars, always showing the same face to the planet. Modern observations suggest that both Phobos and Deimos may be composed of carbon-rich material, similar to carbonaceous asteroids. Their low density and porous structure support this idea, and their irregular shapes hint at a violent past filled with impacts and fragmentation. Some studies suggest they may have formed from debris after a massive impact on Mars, though this remains an active area of research. With Mars covered, let's move on from the terrestrial planets and enter the realm of the gas giants. First up is the largest planet in our solar system. This is Jupiter, home to 101 moons and counting. For the sake of time, we will not go over every one of these moons, but let's take a closer look at a few of them. This is Io. This moon has a diameter of about 3,631 kilometers, or 2,256 miles. It is the most volcanically active body discovered in the solar system, with hundreds of active volcanoes across its surface. The eruptions from these volcanoes can blast material up to 500 kilometers, or 310 miles above the surface, forming an umbrella-shaped plume of debris. In addition to the volcanoes, Io also has lava pits, rivers, and lakes. Io orbits the planet in about 1.77 Earth days. This next moon is called Europa. It has a diameter of 3,100 kilometers, or 1,940 miles. Europa has captured the attention of scientists due to the likelihood of a liquid water ocean beneath its icy crust. This moon is a great place to search for the conditions of life, since nearly everywhere water exists on Earth contains life. Despite being only about 1/4 the diameter of Earth, Europa is estimated to contain roughly twice the water of Earth's global oceans. These oceans are thought to be 60 to 150 kilometers, or 40 to 100 miles deep. Europa also has icy plumes that launch 160 kilometers, or 100 miles into the air. Europa completes an orbit around Jupiter once every 3.55 Earth days. This is Ganymede, the largest moon in our solar system. It has a diameter of about 5,260 kilometers, or 3,270 miles, making it larger than the planet Mercury. Ganymede is the only moon in our solar system known to have its own magnetic field. Like many of Jupiter's moons, Ganymede has an icy surface. The groove ridges on the surface can stand 700 meters, or 2,000 feet tall, and can stretch thousands of kilometers across. Along with Io, Europa, and Callisto, Ganymede is one of the Galilean moons, which refers to the 4 largest moons orbiting Jupiter that were discovered by Galileo Galilei. Ganymede orbits Jupiter in about 7.15 days. With a few of Jupiter's major moons explored, let's move on to the next gas giant planet. Next up is Saturn, the second largest planet in our solar system, and the world famous for its beautiful rings. Saturn has the most moons in our solar system, with at least 274 confirmed, possibly up to 292 as of April 2026. Like Jupiter, we will not go over every one of these moons, but we'll take a closer look at a few interesting ones. This is Triton, the largest moon of Saturn, and the second largest moon in the solar system. Triton has a diameter of 5,150 kilometers, or 3,200 miles, also making it larger than Mercury. Triton is the only moon in the solar system with a thick atmosphere. Its atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, with traces of methane and other hydrocarbons. Triton is also the only other world in the solar system known to have stable bodies of liquid on its surface, although these lakes and rivers are made of liquid methane and ethane instead of water. Titan orbits Saturn once every 15.95 Earth days. This next moon is called Enceladus. It has a diameter of about 504 kilometers, or 313 miles. Enceladus is one of the most reflective objects in the solar system due to its bright icy surface. Beneath this crust lies a global subsurface ocean. Enceladus also has geysers that erupt from its south pole, shooting water vapor and ice particles hundreds of kilometers into space. These geysers contribute material to Saturn's E-ring. Enceladus orbits Saturn once every 1.37 Earth days. Another interesting moon is Mimas. It has a diameter of 396 kilometers, or 246 miles. Mimas is known for a massive impact crater named Herschel, which gives the moon a striking resemblance to the Death Star from Star Wars. The crater is about 130 kilometers, or 81 miles across, nearly 1/3 the diameter of the moon itself. Mimas orbits Saturn once every 0.94 Earth days. Rhea, another of Saturn's largest moons, has a diameter of 1,528 kilometers, or 949 miles. It is an icy world with a heavily cratered surface. Some studies have suggested that Rhea may have a thin ring system of its own, although this remains unconfirmed. Rhea orbits Saturn once every 4.52 Earth days. Iapetus is another unique moon of Saturn. It has a diameter of 1,469 kilometers, or 913 miles. Iapetus is known for its dramatic two-tone coloration, with one hemisphere much darker than the other. It also has an equatorial ridge that stretches for hundreds of kilometers, giving the moon a walnut-like appearance. Iapetus orbits Saturn once every 79 Earth days. With some of Saturn's major moons explored, let's continue onward to the next planet in our solar system. Next up is Uranus, the 7th planet from the Sun, and the only planet tilted on its side. Uranus has 28 known moons. Many of these moons are named after characters from the works of William Shakespeare. The 5 major moons of Uranus are Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Miranda is the smallest of the major moons, with a diameter of 472 kilometers, or 293 miles. Despite its size, Miranda has some of the most dramatic terrain in the solar system. Its surface is marked by massive cliffs, canyons, and patchwork regions that look like they were stitched together. Miranda orbits Uranus once every 1.41 Earth days. Ariel has a diameter of 1,158 kilometers, or 720 miles. It is one of the brightest moons of Uranus, and shows signs of past geological activity. Ariel's surface is crossed by long canyons and smooth plains that may have been resurfaced by ancient cryovolcanic flows. Ariel orbits Uranus once every 2.52 Earth days. Umbriel has a diameter of 1,169 kilometers, or 726 miles. It is much darker than Ariel and reflects very little sunlight. Umbriel's surface is heavily cratered and ancient, with one bright ring-shaped feature that stands out against the moon's otherwise dark terrain. Umbriel orbits Uranus once every 4.14 Earth days. Titania is the largest moon of Uranus, with a diameter of 1,578 kilometers, or 981 miles. Titania has long canyons stretching for hundreds of kilometers, suggesting that the moon may have expanded early in its history. Some studies also suggest that Titania may have a subsurface ocean. Titania orbits Uranus once every 8.71 Earth days. Oberon, the second largest moon of Uranus, has a diameter of 1,523 kilometers, or 947 miles. It is heavily cratered and has bright rays of ejecta around some of its younger craters. Like Titania, Oberon may also have a subsurface ocean. Oberon orbits Uranus once every 13.46 Earth days. Uranus itself is tilted on its side, rotating almost completely sideways compared to the other planets. This unusual tilt likely resulted from a massive collision early in the planet's history, and it affects the orbits and seasons of its moons as well. With Uranus and its moons explored, let's continue outward to the final planet in our solar system. Finally, we arrive at Neptune, the eighth and final planet in our solar system. Neptune has 16 known moons. The largest and most famous of these is Triton. Triton has a diameter of 2,710 kilometers, or 1,680 miles, making it the seventh largest moon in the solar system. Triton is unique because it is the only large moon that orbits Neptune in a retrograde direction, meaning it moves opposite the planet's rotation. This strongly suggests that Triton did not form around Neptune, but was instead captured from the Kuiper Belt early in the solar system's history. Triton is one of the coldest known worlds, with surface temperatures around minus 235 degrees Celsius, or minus 391 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite this extreme cold, Triton is geologically active. Voyager 2 observed geysers erupting nitrogen gas up to 8 kilometers, or 5 miles into the air. These geysers leave dark streaks across the surface as the material falls back down. Triton's surface is a mix of nitrogen ice, water ice, and frozen carbon monoxide. The moon also has a thin atmosphere, made mostly of nitrogen. Beneath its icy crust, Triton may have a subsurface ocean, kept warm by tidal heating caused by its unusual orbit. Proteus, Neptune's second largest moon, has a diameter of 420 kilometers, or 260 miles. It is irregularly shaped and heavily cratered, with one massive crater dominating its surface. Proteus orbits Neptune once every 1.12 Earth days. Nereid is another notable moon. It has one of the most eccentric orbits of any moon in the solar system, swinging from 1.4 million kilometers to more than 9.6 million kilometers from Neptune during each orbit. Nereid has a diameter of 340 kilometers, or 211 miles, and completes one orbit every 360 Earth days. Our solar system is currently home to around 891 confirmed moons, so choosing which ones to explore was tough. Many of these moons have histories shaped by chaos, collisions, and dramatic transformations. Each one holds clues to the formation and evolution of our solar system as a whole. If you would like me to do deep dives on specific planetary moons in future videos, just let me know. I would also love to hear your favorite moon in the comments below. For now, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, you can show your support for free with a simple click of the like button, or by sharing this video with other curious minds. For more adventures through the solar system and beyond, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next one. Until then, my friends, take care and be well.